And we're back.
We're back.
Smoke them if you got them. It's episode 320, baby.
Wait, what?
Wait,
319.
I'm a weed head.
Is 320? Oh, that you're joking because it's 420.
Right. I'll do that from time to time.
You'll joke around. Hey, well, it's episode 319. Johnny went for the 320, 420 joke. He's really.
We're not
reaching,
even
I'd
on
say.
320. It's 319.
I think that's why I'm used to you, A to C in it, as they say in the biz. But that was like an A to G or something.
Yeah.
So you really left
A
me
to
scrambling there.
Yeah. Anyway,
we're professionals.
professional podcasters.
Welcome
to the Cavalry, everybody.
Yeah, back home, back in Portland, Oregon.
Welcome to land.
Welcome to the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Home of the cavalry.
Home of the cavalry. Hey, I finished book 8.
Are you
of Dungeon Crawler Carl. I think I'm reading at like an all-time nerd pace. I was thinking about it as like if I could use this power for good. Like if I could apply this level of speed of reading to like a law book or some sort of science
something more useful.
Think how smart I'd be. If you read that many pages per week normally of just general knowledge, I'd be like the smartest guy you know.
Yeah, and you're probably absorbing it too.
Well, that remains to be seen. There's a lot of times that characters come around and I'm like, huh? And then he brings it all back around. And that's when Sando said, I'm like, Sando? And then you're like, how far back? Because
it turns out Sando was his son the whole time.
Yeah.
Wait, who's
what?
Sando?
Oh, I was like secretly hoping Sando wouldn't be relevant.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much I'm retaining, but boy, I'm having a great time. I'm having a great summer reading program.
Oh,
sign me up.
Yeah.
Get me in one of those. Remember those, like the library would have that if you read like a certain number of books.
You get a pizza?
Something.
Book
what
it.
would you get? Would you get a pizza?
Book It Club. Yeah, Pizza Hut did that.
Yeah. Well, I would get a pizza.
Yeah. See, but now we're adults. I can just buy a pizza. I don't have to read 8 books.
I know. In fact, it's probably cheaper to buy a pizza than a book.
Yeah. Buy 2 pizzas for the price of a book.
Yeah. No one tells you that when you're a kid.
Yeah. And you don't even have to read.
And you don't have to read at all. You don't even have to read the box. You know what's in there.
I told you I've got book 3, right?
Yes.
Got it in the chamber. I've still got 60 pages left of book 2.
Okay. Are you getting that? Sounds like a faster pace than before.
Well, I had a couple of days where I read more than I average 18 to 20 pages a day if I pick up the book that day.
Well, it's like killing my. I will say, it's good having like a book you're obsessed with. It's great for keeping you off of social media, but I will say it's killing my productivity of like posting on there too. I was like, oh God, I haven't posted. I have this show coming up with Tyler on Friday, and I was like, we're not. I don't know what the ticket sales are or whatever, but like, I haven't posted. Normally, if it was like my ass is on the line, I'm posting a clip damn near every day.
Yeah. Is your ass on the line for this show, or is it?
I mean, not really. We have a slight guarantee, so there's like no way we can lose money.
Okay, that's
so. That really does take. I hate to admit it to the venues out there listening, but that does take the speed off my fastball when it comes to Instagram posting. When the guarantee is there.
Sure, you're focusing on writing and giving a good show.
Oh yeah, writing. That's right. Hey folks, have you heard about this Dungeon Crawler Carl?
Who the heck is Santo? Am I right?
His cat, Princess Donut, well, she's got quite the attitude.
She's a sassy one, isn't she?
Yeah, that's a part of the book for those of you listening and not tuning this out immediately, where his cat becomes sentient. Like in the dungeon, his cat can talk and has its same personality as a pet, but now is intelligent, and can talk, which is like every pet owner's dream, right?
Right.
But then you're a cat guy. Are you like relating to all this cat humor that gets dropped out there, like because the cat has attitude and all this stuff?
I'm a cat guy.
You have cats?
I mean, I had 2 cats, but we don't have them now. We got rid of them.
You had.
I'm definitely allergic to them. But yeah, I understand. Yes, I get your point. Yes, I would not want my dogs to become sentient. That'd be terrible.
You wouldn't want to hear what your dogs have to say?
Just Johnny, you sure jerk off a lot. You fucking let me out of the bedroom when you're doing that. Hey, Aaron, Johnny jerks off so much. You have no idea.
It's funny. That is kind of the humor that in the book. I think that there are jokes about that in the.
Oh, about Carl jerking it?
Yeah. That's what you're worried. That's what you think the first thing your dog would say if it came to life.
I wonder what he would say. That's a good question. What would he say? I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably just be like, hey, can I get more food? Like, you guys don't feed me enough. I'm starving by the time you feed me.
Oh my God, I know. You know how they say like they say that at the vet, if your dog, that's how you know if there's actually a problem. The vet says the same thing every time you take your. I'll save you the time. Don't take your pet to the vet.
Okay.
Because what they're going to tell you is, if they have an appetite, it's probably okay. You need to start worrying when they're not eating their food. And my dog is like is just upset, never doesn't have an appetite. So I'm like never really that worried. But then I'm also like, well, maybe she's just like top 1%. She's like her dad, she just loves to eat. And that'll be the last thing to go.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So that's what the vet always says.
You're an animal.
Huh?
You're an animal. What else do you have to look out for? To
an animal.
Live for. Just look out the window at birds.
That's probably the same thing with humans too. Like once you stop eating, that's when it's like you're in hospice or something. That's what they say. Yeah.
God, we are intelligent. We know what we're fucking talking about this week.
Can you imagine? That is how like life prepares you for death. Because once can you think about that? You don't even want to eat anymore. You're like,
the only time I've ever not been in the mood to eat is when my stomach hurts so bad from just finishing eating way too much.
Right. Yeah. See, that's living.
That is living. I'm living life. I got so many memories of eating.
Well, that's like Heidi was showing me this article about the GLP-1s, like Ozempic and all that.
Yeah.
And it is like, I think it was like it was like the death of desire or something. But the whole thing is like, not only do those things make it so you don't have an appetite as much, you also like it lowers your appetite for like gambling or wanting to drink or like doing any risky behavior or like anything. So it does kind of just mute your whole human.
Sounds like it's like a dopamine. It cuts down on your desire for
just desire.
Yeah.
It just cuts down on your desire,
Oof.
You're like, I don't know. There's nothing better. The only thing better than like lunch is like thinking about what's for lunch.
Oh, I know.
Where am I going for lunch? Like, oh,
I love it. And it's never lives up. It's like Christmas. It never lives up to It's so true.
Wow. You just touched into like some trauma there. It's like Christmas. It never lives up to the like, whoa. Most people like Christmas there, Johnny.
Well, I mean, Christmas is great. You're a kid. You're thinking about it all season. And then after you open it, you're like, I'm not like, oh, that I love these things, but I'm not excited anymore,
I don't know.
No.
I think most people are like, I mean, at least on the morning, if you get the thing you wanted, at least that morning, I would say like by the next day, you're like, oh, there's just a plastic piece of crap. It's not as cool as I thought it was.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks later, it might just be, you might be like riding your bike over it or whatever. But
yeah,
when I got the actual transformer or whatever it was, like that did live up to the hype, I would say. But tough nut to crack there.
Yeah. What's your greatest memory of like the best gift or you were so happy you got?
I mean, I have like a vague memory of either like the Ninja Turtle, like some sort of, what was the thing they called it? It was the actual sphere.
Oh yeah, the bad guy one.
What
the hell is that called?
Octo Krang or
yeah,
I don't Terradome, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The eyeball on top.
Yeah, I think I got like that thing.
Oh.
Also, there were like Transformers were big for a minute there, and so of course like Optimus Prime, they actually could transform.
Yeah.
Which is so funny because now those things are like, that's like just if you go to Target and you're cool. Like if you're just cool for this whole run to Target, you can get something that valid. That's what I'm saying. Like
you're cool. What do you mean?
Like as a kid, if you just like that's the value of present. We're giving that present to like that thing, like a Optimus Prime that can transform.
Oh yeah.
A truck. That's like, it's like $20 or whatever. So that's what we're getting.
Just for behaving in the store.
For behaving at Target, or like we'll get that for like another kid's birthday.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this is like when I was a kid, but like that was like a whole year's worth of anticipation for like the same level of toy.
Yeah.
But then it became video games. I mean, once we got like the Super Nintendo or whatever, it was just like Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball and all these video games you just want so bad. And those were like $60 and they still are, so.
Oh God, I remember.
Isn't that funny how like I haven't bought a video game in a long time, but they're still like $60, right?
I think like Switch 2 games are like $70 and Switch 1 games were like 60, but now they're 70.
But like crazy consistent.
I thought I thought that like regular Nintendo games were like 30 or $40. And that was like the equivalent of, $60 or something.
Oh, in my head they were always
remembering it wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. In my head they were always $60. And it's just crazy how consistent that stayed when you think how different the technology is and like how much better they look, and the systems are more expensive now, I guess, but
way more expensive.
Yeah, maybe that's how they make up the money.
And PS5 increased their price. Like it's an older system and the price went up. Like Edie was telling me about that. Like I think it's the PS5 like a year ago it was like $50 or $100 cheaper than it is now. It's crazy.
This war.
Damn it.
Driving up they're flying all the drones with PS5 controllers, so it's driven up the price of the sticks. Well, there you go.
Well, and now you don't. There's no cost. It's code. Like everything's, you just download it and you pay with your credit card and you download it. Like, I mean, I like the physical thing, but I think it's probably less than 50%. It's just easier to go on, download it. You get it immediately. You don't have to go to the store, and that doesn't cost the company anything.
Yeah, but then they gotta. The reason why the price of the systems went up were the chips. The chips have become more expensive.
Yeah,
with like tariffs and stuff.
Yep.
Are you watching the NBA Finals?
No, but I'm hearing about it. And what is it? 3-1? Is that right?
2-1.
Oh, there's only been 3 games?
I made a prediction. So the Knicks were up 2-0, but they'd won the first 2 games in San Antonio, right?
Yep.
So then they were going back to Madison Square Garden in New York.
For what, 2 games?
For 2 games in a row. So they could win the whole series and not even leave New York again. They could win 4-0 right there.
Yep.
But Trump was going to game 3, and I was like, you know what's going to happen? Trump's going to go to game 3.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get the bad juju. They're going to lose. Then they're going to lose 4 in a row. So they're going to be up 2, and then he's going to put the curse on them, and they're going to lose 4 in a row. So far, my prediction
is standing.
is standing.
When is the next game?
Well, tomorrow for us. If you're listening to this, it's already happened, but tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow for us in real time. Okay. What is the stand like? Have either of them ever won the whole thing?
Spurs have won a lot in their history. The
Okay.
Knicks haven't won a title in like 50 years. So it's like they're going crazy.
So that's a bigger deal for them.
Yeah, for sure. And it would be very funny to see them lose because
Trump jinxed it.
Trump jinx. Plus, they just have so many famous fans that would melt down.
Who's the big Knicks player? Like, who's the star of the Knicks? I don't even know the
star of the Knicks is a little guy named Jalen Brunson, and he's like very good. He's very clutch. Makes a lot of it's like Michael Jordan-esque. Okay. Not Michael Jordan, obviously, but a lot of clutch shots, game time winning moments.
And then is David Robinson still on the Spurs?
Yeah, he's still playing. Yeah, he's 63 years old, but they've kept him on. You're tall, you're tall.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Mr. Robinson's neighborhood.
Tall doesn't go away. No, they have a guy even taller.
Really?
His name's Victor Wembanyama, and he's French, and he's like a freak.
Was he 7'4"?
7'7".
Holy cow! That's
and he's got like freakish. Even for that height, I'd say his arms are freakishly long, even considering that he's 7'7". So like he's got long arms for a 7'7" guy. Damn. There's a picture. You should look it up. But there's this hilarious. He's like their best player, obviously, and so afterward, this journalist Lisa Salter is trying to do like the post game interview with him, just on the court.
Yeah, and
she's talking to him, and there's this photo. And he's like leaning down to speak into the microphone, but all you can see in the camera lens is just her hand with the mic, and like you can't even see her face.
And he's still leaning down,
and he's just talking to this disembodied hand.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
It's like a Sesame. It's like interviewing Big Bird or something with the puppeteer. But yeah, it's funny because there's part of me wants to root against him because it's like, well, whatever, you're just tall. Like at some point, it's cheating. Like he doesn't even have to jump to dunk. Like it's like they throw the ball up at the hoop, and he just like pats it in.
He just drops if free throws. He just reaches up and drops them.
Yeah, he makes baskets like I put laundry in the dirty clothes. Like it's like completely. We're shooting from the same angle,
right?
And so. You're like, why am I rooting for this guy? This guy, he's French and he's ruined basketball by being so tall. But then the Knicks thing, it's kind of funny and he also is very skilled. Like he's a great shooter, and he, for that size, he dribbles very well, which is kind of incredible.
I always thought like that. Yeah, that may be great. He's skilled, whatever. But when you're like that tall, it's not fun to watch. Like it's not cool. It's not right. You don't look cool. Fucking towering over everyone and dribbling and then just bumping your head on the rim and setting it in. Like,
it's a little bit, it's fascinating to watch because he can dunk from places that you're just like not used to seeing. Yeah. And it is just like go gadget. Where and it's just like, whoa,
yeah.
And it is like, playing on a Nerf hoop, and it's, like his arms don't even go up to dunk; they just go out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like if he jumped as high as he could, is he reaching down to dunk if he jumps?
Yeah, I don't even think he jumps. He's probably never jumped. Like too dangerous. I'm not leaving the ground.
I don't want to bump my head on the fucking stadium roof.
I can't get any higher. Disaster.
Yeah.
So. But he's fascinating to watch and like how they try to play against him, because of course then the other part of it, he's blocking every shot. Like you can't shoot over him, So it's interesting, like strategy wise.
I should look up some clips and watch him.
Yeah. Victor Wembanyama.
Is he the tallest NBA player ever?
I don't know. There's been some other guys like freakishly tall, but they weren't very good. Okay. So again, to his credit, there's two things. One, it's like being that tall you get like hurt, or it's just hard to stay in shape, or just move. Being coordinated is very
Yeah.
difficult. Like, a lot of things are difficult. But then two, he is like better, like a better player. Like,
Yeah.
because there was this guy like Manute Bol. Do you remember
I
him?
remember him. Yeah.
Manute Bol? Yeah,
That was
yeah.
like David Robinson era, right?
Yeah, you're such a 90s NBA guy. I always forget.
Dominique
like obscure,
Wilkins.
obscure players from that era, but nobody from now.
Right. That's right. I know Steph
Could you
Curry.
wait? This is a fun. I love sports with Johnny because you're such a sports guy now with like football and baseball. But
I try.
can you name 3 NBA players besides the 2 I just told you in the NBA Finals?
Steph Curry.
Yeah,
LeBron James is still playing, even though
there you go.
Shouldn't.
This is good research for the league.
Giannis.
Oh, there you go. That's 3.
Yeah.
Ding,
I don't
ding,
know if I
ding.
can go much further.
Well, that's bad for that. That's why I was thinking like, oh, that's why the NBA is in trouble, because it's like the 3 the first 2 you named are like, well, LeBron's our age. LeBron's my age, 41.
Yeah,
so that's not a good sign. Steph's right behind him. Yeah. I guess Giannis is still.
Is that guy with the beard? Who's that guy? Is that Hardaway? Is he?
Yeah, Harden. Yeah, there you go.
He's still playing?
He's still playing.
He's been around a while, right?
He's been around a while. Yeah.
Oh.
You'd get more if you sat down and thought about it.
Yeah, if I thought about it.
Yeah.
But this podcast is only so long, so
I know we can't waste time with that.
Are there any? Let me ask you this. Could this? All right, I'm gonna change it up a little bit because this touches on my topic. But are there any? We've talked about some football examples, some baseball examples. Are there any rules in basketball that have changed recently in the NBA?
A couple. Well, okay. Yeah. So what do you think about this? So like, how it works. If you're the worst team, you get the number 1 pick of players
draft
the next year in the draft, right?
Yeah.
So the NBA has this problem for some reason, more so than other sports, where teams just actively try to get that one. I think because like one star player in basketball can make such a difference compared to football, where it's, it definitely, like if it's a quarterback, can change your whole future, but it's so rare that even works out. So,
well, basketball, I mean, that's like, it's got the least amount of players on the court at a time.
Exactly. So there's a lot of, they call it tanking, right? But just trying to lose intentionally
to get the next year's first draft pick?
Yeah. So you make your team intentionally horrible because
you make your team horrible, or you just don't do well because well, we're not going to win it all.
Well, you can't tell these guys, hey, play like shit.
Yeah.
Because
so you make the team bad.
They're professionals. They're trying to get second contracts. So they can't do like whoops and then have the ball bounce off their head because then it's like everyone's just like, I'm never gonna hire that guy,
Right.
So the general manager has to be sneaky about it and just put together a very terrible team.
Is it the manager or the owner that does this?
Like the not the coach so much, but I guess it's owner directed. It's probably ownership directed, but it would be like the general manager. So the guy who makes the trades, and makes the contracts for the players and stuff.
And then is the coach in on this plan, but on the hush?
I mean, you never know. No one's like saying this is what we're doing. Right. That's the funny part. Is like, hey, are you excited for Utah Jazz basketball? And everyone's like, no one's heard of any of these guys. What are we doing? And they're like, well, we're in 7 years. We plan on being pretty good. So buy season tickets today. It's like a hard pitch. Right. But so maybe the coaches, I mean, they must tell him, like, obviously, look at your team. You are going to blow chunks. But we would appreciate a good effort out there to make it look competitive at least.
Sure.
And so anyway, because of that, they've instituted like all these little tweaks to try and get teams to not care as much about losing. So they do a lottery-based system, so where you
Are these draft rules or?
Yeah, so they're changing up the way that you get the number one pick, and it's very convoluted.
Oh,
And I couldn't even tell you exactly what they did, but they basically made it where if you lose all your games, it's not a guarantee that you're going to get the number one pick. So it's like it's more of a lottery based system. You
oh,
can't get the number one pick back to back years. I think is a change they made. You
oh,
know,
okay.
so there's a lot of that seems to be everyone's biggest issue with the league is like teams intentionally trying to be bad just to get good
Oh,
draft
wow.
picks next year.
And the draft picks, like when it comes to the draft, is that trading or is that just like new kids that have not played in the NBA yet?
Yeah, that's just new people who have not played in the NBA yet. So they're either in college
Right.
or like European kids or whatever.
Do you think there's ever been a year where they're just like, I don't know, this year kind of sucked. There's really no one's into
Yeah.
it.
I mean, there's never a year that like just don't take anybody.
Well, right, they take them, but it's like, this is not.
Yeah, for
exciting.
sure. Well, okay. So they talked about this in football this year, right? But like they said teams didn't want to trade like next year's draft class is supposed to be like incredible. There's like 4 or 5 quarterbacks everyone wants. There's all these like star players
that are what in
that are in college right now,
college
but they
football.
weren't coming out till next year. And so the
Okay.
draft that they just had, they're like is really shitty. Like so
Oh,
nobody wanted to trade to get picks in this draft. They all wanted
you
picks.
save them.
Yeah, for the next. So
Okay.
yeah, if you're a kid, if you're in this year's draft class, that must motivate you a little bit. You're like, oh, I'm gonna show you guys. You know.
Yeah.
You think my draft class sucks? They take pride in it, you know.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, I could talk draft with you.
Well, so the draft rule, like the NBA and all that, I get kind of changing those rules. Well, my topic is that you can't be. These are American classic, long-standing sports, and we're changing. I gotta stop changing the rules. And
oh, you're not a fan of the rule changes?
Not a like the whole. Well, first of all, here's the 3 that I had for examples. That and these, you may be telling me these are not new rules. How long has the third strike drop, and then they can run to first been out?
That's not a new. That's like as old as the sport itself.
Okay. What about the infield fly rule?
Also very old. Which is so funny
I
because
just
there are
learned
new
about them.
rule changes. There are rule changes that you could talk about, but I think you would actually get behind them. But go ahead.
What are those? Are the only 2 examples I had. But what are some ones that have?
Wait a minute. Since when has it been 3 strikes? We're giving all these.
Always been doing. Are you sure?
What do they need 3 strikes for? 2 strikes. That's all you get.
I do like. I maybe I'm vetoing my own topic here, but I heard that the pitcher's timer is a new rule to speed up the game.
A new rule. The pitch clock.
I like that.
Maybe you're contradicting your own topic. Maybe you literally saying the opposite of what you just said.
I don't like the rules that have been around forever.
There you go.
I do like the first new one.
You want more rule change. You like get rid of these archaic old rules and bring on the new rules.
But there have been other, like the football one, I feel like we've talked about. I just can't think of any. What are new football rules? The whole you can't run. The kick, you got to wait till it hits the ground and then they start running.
Oh, yeah. They changed the kickoff rules.
That's all for safety and stuff, right?
That's for safety reasons. They've changed a lot of like targeting, like helmet to helmet contact. It's all a lot. Most of the rule changes are like concussion related, like blindside hits. Things below the knee, they've changed like because of like people getting their knees blown out. Everything's just trying to keep people from getting hurt, usually.
I guess that's
but you're against it. I get it. The other rule change I think you would like is the new, like you can challenge the balls and strikes. So they have the ABS system, right? Where the robot can tell you exactly if it's a ball or a strike. And if the ump calls it a ball, if you immediately like tap your helmet, you can challenge it. You only get so many a game.
And who does that? The batter or
either the batter or the catcher? depending on who wants to challenge. Who
Oh, I
takes
see.
that
Yeah, yeah.
call.
Okay.
But they have to do it like right away. They can't wait and like look at an iPad and go, actually,
Yeah.
it has to be instinct, which I think is kind of cool. It makes it like kind of macho. It's like, oh, you think you know better than the umpire? All right, let's see it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then sometimes the umpire gets shown up and they put it on a big jumbotron and everyone's like, oh, and it's like, oh, it was a strike, you idiot, you suck, umpire. And then he has to sit there in his shame.
What do you think is more common? The umpire the call remains, or it's changed?
I'm sure, I don't know. Someone's probably running stats on that, or I'm sure they're keeping track. My guess, I bet it's like 50-50. It's like everything. It's like it just evens out.
Yeah. But why? I mean, maybe this is dumb. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I do like that, because it's like, if we have that technology, get rid of the umpire.
Well,
I know. It's like, we're just wasting time. Well, we like the tradition of having a guy, but if he fucks up, we can find out the right answer. It's like, well, then why don't we just use the robot?
It is just a compromise, right? Because it's like, well, we like having the loud, goofy looking guy back there with this stupid shirt, and then because we're used to that. But then this way, if he makes like a call that's like super egregious, hopefully they can overturn it, because they already do like instant replay for like outs at first base, or you can challenge all that stuff too. So
is that new or no?
I mean, that's been around a little bit longer, but fairly new.
There's got to be. I'm sure there's comedians that have talked about the ridiculousness of baseball uniforms, right?
Well, the thing I hear about the most is like that the manager wears the uniform, which is the funniest thing. We've just internalized it as Americans, like because it's our national pastime or whatever. But like, it's so stupid. Like, they're never gonna play.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get down to the point where that guy's got to play. Why is he wearing the pants and the shirt and the belt and the?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, there's got to be someone that's made jokes about, like, it's almost like semi-formal attire. They have they're wearing belts. It's like,
oh, you mean the uniforms themselves? Yeah,
the uniforms
very old timey.
Yeah,
like we have elastic. We don't need belts.
Yeah, like basketball players aren't dressing up; they're wearing what works for the sport. I mean, baseball.
Well, you know what? Football pants have belts.
Yeah, I guess, but there's some sort of quasi formality, like, look to baseball. They're tucking in their fucking shirts, and they
buttoned. It's a buttoned
jersey.
Yeah. They should wear little ties, little bow ties.
Let's add that.
Flowers in the hats. They're wearing caps.
Fedoras. They should have fedoras.
Yeah, they're wearing caps. I mean, the what about this? Like in the NBA, like in your era when you watched Jordan days,
sure,
the head coach would wear a suit.
Is that not a thing anymore?
Nobody wears a suit and tie anymore. They all wear like track suits. Like they wear like sweatshirts, and
so they're slobs.
They're like looking like slobs, or just like they look like they're about to go to the gym, but they haven't. They're wearing like the over gym clothes,
like kind of like in football. What's coach? What's the guy's
quarter zips?
What's the Packers guy name that looks like he always got a haircut yesterday?
Oh, LaFleur. Yeah,
LaFleur. He's always wearing like a hoodie sweatshirt.
Yeah, like in football, that went out of style faster. Like they used to wearing a suit and tie. Like Vince Lombardi in the old days, they wore suit and ties, but that didn't make it as long. The NBA it was very common for a long time.
Picture Phil Jackson.
Yeah,
running up and down in his suit.
Bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back. It's classy.
It's bad for the suit guys. The old Men's Warehouse.
Thank you.
They're struggling. They're down to prom and weddings. That's all Men's Warehouse has.
Yep. And court dates.
If you get rid of prom, they're in big trouble.
I remember renting tuxedos for prom.
Mr. Formal?
Mr. Tuxedo was the one.
You had a Mr. Tuxedo. We had a Mr. Formal. And you just rent these disgusting suits that were only for.
They washed them.
Sure. But yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if
Well, okay. Oh wait, I don't even know what I'm backing you up
I don't know
on.
if I
So
did
you
a good
want the rule
job with my rule.
changes? You don't want the rule changes?
Football ones are safety. That's fine. Aren't there football rules that aren't like safety related or basketball? There's got to be basketball rules that are just changed for no reason, right?
Well, there's one basketball where like it's like the take foul. So let's say you get a steal.
Yeah.
Like at the YMCA, you get a steal and you're about to go down and score a layup.
Yeah.
I would just foul you really quick to prevent you from.
So you'd have to make the free throws instead?
Or you wouldn't even get the free throws because you're just dribbling. So I'd foul you and then you just get it out from out of bounds. You know?
Oh, I see. So you don't get the fast break.
So they now penalize that. You get like one free throw and the ball back.
Perfect example.
Well,
Perfect example. That's
you don't like that.
Weird. That's weird. That's like getting close to.
But don't you like it? What's better in the NBA than like a breakaway dunk? That's what the people paid to see. So we're trying to discourage people from doing that.
Ruining that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe just have some class and don't be a bitch and do that in the first place. You know what I mean? I mean, are we here to put on a show or are we here to win?
So this is a good test. So like you don't like the rule changes, but what would you do about this? So then the other big thing besides the tanking in the NBA, this is what they say is a big problem, is the flopping. So it's like pretending you got fouled and go, whoa!
Yeah.
And then not,
isn't that all he does?
But no one fouled you.
Yeah.
And so then the refs, you know, so everyone hates this, right? They hate it.
I hate it.
So how do we get rid of it? What kind of would you change a rule to get rid of it, or what would you
just do? Let the ref be like, "You fucking bitch, get up," and ignore them, and they can be a baby laying.
But then, what if the ref literally can't tell? Like, it's obviously they're good enough; they're tricking him. Like the ref doesn't want to not call the fouls when they actually are getting knocked over.
Well, I mean, are refs calling fouls based on just the acting? I mean, don't the ref?
Yes.
Technically, doesn't the ref have to see the foul? And if they don't see it, well, hey, that's real life. Sorry. That's why we have refs. I mean, not robots.
They're good enough at it to where they're tricking them. I don't think the refs are like honestly falling. Like, I don't think they're like, oh, well, he really sold it, so I'm going to call it. Like, they want to be right, you know. They're just getting.
Isn't that embarrassing though? You see those clips of LeBron, and it's like, oh yeah, maybe you tricked the ref, but you know everyone in America the next day on the internet is going to see it from the camera's perspective, where you're being a little baby.
That's what I'm saying. So it's only getting worse. What do we do?
Okay, what did they do?
What's the Johnny Beaner solution?
I mean, I just think the nation should call them little bitches, and they
so like some sort of public shaming.
Yes,
that is what's kind of going on with this Shea Gilgeous-Alexander for the Thunder. Social media is very hard on him because of all his flopping, and he's like their best player and everything. But
good.
I don't know if it's enough. I think you need to have some sort of. One of the ideas I heard was like a point system.
Is this like is this like a Reddit topic that they haven't made a rule yet, and you're just saying this is a hot topic people are discussing?
This is just like, yeah, people are just like, how do we solve this?
Oh,
right?
Okay.
So this is an idea I heard.
They haven't solved it yet.
If it's after the game, if it's determined you were a flopper,
yep,
you got a flop. That's like you get a point added to your like permanent record, like a driver's license with too many speeding tickets.
Yeah. Yep.
And at a certain point, if you get like 4 or 5 of those, you get suspended for a game, which would add, not only would that be bad to get suspended, but just the public shame of like, oh, why is he missing the game? Oh, he was a bitch one too many times.
Yeah. I like that. That.
Okay, that's a rule change.
well, there's always exceptions. True. Rules were made to be broken.
Rules were made to be broken. JohnnyBeaner.com.
Yeah.
That should be the name of your tour. I just see you with your arms crossed and all the dates underneath you on your pants. And on top, it just says, rules were made to be broken.
Yeah. My sleeves all rolled up. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
will be broken.
Does Aaron watch, or maybe do you watch any of the Housewives?
Neither.
Like,
no,
none of those reality.
Nope.
Okay. Heidi doesn't really either, but she's going to a party. She's going to her friend. Oh, do you remember Marianne Cirque?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
comedian in LA.
Is she a radio DJ?
Yeah, she lives out, I think, out in the East Coast somewhere. But for her, I think her 50th birthday or something, she's having a party at upstate New York. So they're friends. So Heidi's gonna go.
She did the Cavalry, right? Once.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. God, it's been so long.
I know. It's an early one.
Jeez. But she, for her birthday, she wants everyone to do these housewives all have like, when they're introduced, you've seen these cheesy reality shows, and then they all have like a tagline. They're like, "My name is Crystal. I didn't come here to make," the cliche ones. Sure. "I didn't come here to make friends," or
okay.
But we watch. So she wants everyone to have one of those and do like a thing to make a funny video. But like, so I was like, oh, let's watch some on YouTube. Someone did a super cut of all of them, and every single one's like, "My name is Sarah. I love money, and if it's not for money, I don't do it. And my name is Heather. Money, money. I love money. My name is Callie. Money rules my world. If you don't have money, you should die." It's just every single one is like about how much they love money. It's so gross.
That's great.
But I was like, we should have some taglines like that for the Cavalry.
Yeah. I'm Johnny Beaner, and I just farted.
I'm Johnny Beaner, and my dog thinks I jack off too much in front of him. What? That's not a
Take that.
If my dog would talk, the first thing it would do is say, "Hey, quit jerking off in front of me all the time." No, Johnny. Do something about like money or attitude.
Sorry, I got it. Okay. Hi, I'm Johnny Beaner. My wife thinks BK gives me diarrhea. I disagree. I already had it.
Okay, that's good. I like that, like bringing your wife into it, but maybe something like how you don't want to listen to her anymore and you're going to do it your way. It's your way or the highway.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, should I do another one?
Yeah, just do one more. All
right.
Just something like that.
All right, let's see here. I'm Johnny Beaner, and I don't really understand how sports work.
Okay, you know what? That's great. And then they would cut you out of the show.
Yeah, cool.
That's how it works. They'd give you 3 chances, and then they would just go, "Oh, that's perfect."
Like, "Oh, good job. You can go sit in your trailer for the rest of the season."
We're not going to use that, weirdo.
Yeah. What would yours be?
My name's Andrew Sleighter, and you're all a bunch of stupid cunts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nice.
I would be bad at it. Because I try to be too clever. So that's the problem. When you think you're funny or smart, then you get in that moment and you try to be really smart and like make like a reference to something or like parody it or something. Sure. And that's not what they're looking for. They're just looking for pure dumb essence.
Yep.
Energy.
Give us what we've been putting out for years.
Yeah.
You know what I will say? I don't know what made me think of this. And I don't know how much time you had to prep, but I think it was James Corden. Is that where they go visit you before the show starts?
Yes. Yeah.
That
in the green room
was great.
Thank you.
Will you recap for our listeners what you did?
So they go to your green room before the James Corden of all the guests, not just the stand-ups, but like, and he does like a green room check-in during his like sort of desk piece time. And you're supposed to come up with like a little bit.
So this isn't before I thought this was like at the beginning of the show, right?
Yeah, no, it's like when the show's, he's like filming the show. He does his monologue or whatever.
Oh, okay, so it is after
he does like a desk. He does like a desk monologue, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they'll also do some sort of desk piece. But before that, he would go and interview everyone from their green room. Just like, "Hey, how's it going? What's going on?" Yeah. And you're supposed to have like a little bit. And they told you to come up with something. So my thing was that because the other 2 guests that were on were Penelope Cruz and Jessica Chastain.
Yeah.
My thing was just to say like, we're very like calling us like the big three are here and we're so excited. And then it was also COVID, so no one was allowed to come with you, but they of course had their huge teams or whatever. Yeah. So I kept acting like there were a bunch of people behind me.
Yeah.
But there was, and then finally they like panned and there was no one there.
Right. That was great. So,
yeah.
That was great.
I think about that sometimes.
You have to think of it.
I don't know. I just, once I heard who the guests were, it became like, of course, it's like, okay, self-deprecating probably is the way to go with when it's like you and two of the biggest movie stars in the world. Yeah. Who are also very beautiful. But then like I think about that sometimes because like it's funny. That's a situation where, so I'm not used to doing any sort of like comedic acting. But like it is better if you don't break. Like you shouldn't laugh at your own in that moment. You have to play it like dead serious, you know? And I think I do a couple times like laugh at myself or just the ridiculousness of when he calls it out or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I laugh at but that's like not good. Like if that was Kevin Nealon or somebody like really good at this, they would just say like deadly serious.
Right.
And it would be way funnier. And so I like the next time I'm in a situation like that.
Next time you do the same bit. Is that online anywhere? That part?
That I don't know. That I have no idea. I don't even know. We had it on our like DVR for a long time, but maybe it's still, I doubt they let you access it now.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a way to get it.
Yeah. I wonder, can you buy those episodes, like James Corden episodes on?
Maybe from the Paley Center. You'd have to go to like some media broadcast museum or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got lucky with my Letterman. My set never got flagged. Like I have it on my YouTube because the show, there is no more David Letterman.
Right.
David Letterman. So like I never got flagged by anything of take this down. This is not your, and I just literally, that clip.
Apparently, I was just listening to a podcast with it was like, you know who Robert Smigel is?
Yeah.
He's got a new podcast where he talks to like two comedy writers and then they try to punch up somebody's, like a listener's, either a wedding toast or whatever. Oh, okay. But he had on Letterman and Jim Downey.
Oh, wow.
And then they had Steve O'Donnell on later. And so they were talking about the old Letterman show a lot. And he was saying how there's like one guy who, like, when they moved from NBC to CBS, who just cataloged everything. And if it hadn't been for like this one guy, they would have lost like all the, because NBC wanted to bury the show after he left, after he switched networks. They didn't want to give him access to any of his old tapes or any footage for like anniversary shows. And it wasn't until like Letterman was basically retiring from the CBS job that NBC would ever let him access any of those clips. And if it wasn't for this like one archival person, it would have just been lost. Like it would have been gone.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah. Because now you think things are so permanent. Like if anything's on the internet for a second, it's going to exist in human history forever. Yeah. But this shit was on television, and a lot of it's just disappears.
Yeah. That's crazy. Huh.
Anyway.
Well, what's your topic? So mine, I don't know.
I don't know. I'll back you up.
Topic.
You know what? I'll back you up that you're a sports guy.
There we go.
And you know what? You got opinions.
Yeah, I got opinions. I got
about
thoughts.
Stuff
I care.
You don't know that much about. And that's what being a sports fan's all about.
Yes. So what can I back you up?
Okay. I think this is a pretty good one. Ooh. And I think you're going to back me up on this. Maybe you've actually said this to me before and I'm just stealing it, but a good kids movies, or like, I'll say this, critically acclaimed kids movies are overrated. Okay. I don't need my kids movie to be like a great movie. I just need I need something like my kid is just going to really like and laugh at
for an hour and a half.
And it can be stupid. It can have no real bones or structure to it. And then I can like kind of drift in and out, nod off. It doesn't have to. We went and saw this like Sheep Detective Have you
Oh,
seen
okay,
that
I've
or
heard
heard?
of it. I've heard of it. Who's in
Yeah,
that?
and it's very good, but it's also like it gets very deep and dark, and talks explores like what happens when you die and all this. It's
Yeah.
like way too, and it's like we don't need this from the sheep detective. Like when I hear
Yeah.
sheep detective, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like a cartoon sheep with a magnifying glass. Like Sherlock Holmes, what's better than that? You got an hour and a half. Good job. But this movie was like going, just going for it. And then all the critics like, oh, this movie's so great. And you're like, oh, perfect, a good kids movie. But it was like a little too much for, I would say, a 5-year-old. And um, you know,
I agree.
there should be like two different categories. It should be like, okay, this is like a good movie for adults who
That the
want to go
kids
see
can
kids
go with.
movies for
Yeah.
some reason, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of adults like that. You're like, oh, I can't wait for Toy Story 5, and it's like, I can. I'm 41. I'm a man. I'm an adult man. I can wait for Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
But kids, but I feel like that movie will be good. That is like a definition of like a movie that kids also, you know what I mean? You don't have to worry about it.
Right. Did you ever see the movie Soul? That's a Pixar,
No.
I think.
Yeah.
It's like
That's supposed to be good. That's an example, right? Because that one is like critically acclaimed, right?
Yeah, it's very deep, and it's all about like what happens after we die and the soul and like what matter, what's important, and it's just like, I mean, it's almost like this is a movie for adults that's under the guise of, hey, funny colors and funny, looking people and a talking cat for the kids, but it's like this is heavy shit. I mean, even Inside Out, those movies are pretty heavy.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like there's this like probably genre of like writer who's like knows, maybe they're a Pixar writer, or they're just like, I know I can't get this movie made the way I would want it, like, because it's so hard to make them, it's so competitive. But if I Pixar it up a little bit, we just animate it, put in like a funny talking cat.
Yeah,
we're off to the races.
Message in.
So yeah, they should just have like we should have a word for these movies that are like good movies that like kind of like kids would like, but are more for the adults,
Yeah.
Versus like an actual kids movie, like, which is like, Mario Brothers. Right. Like that movie is, I don't even know. She watched it on a plane. We were flying, and I didn't have like any iPad or anything, so we just watched the plane movie, which was Mario Brothers.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
We didn't even have sound. I didn't have headphones for it. You don't even need sound. It's just like a bunch of boing boing. I could, in my head, I was like, oh, I bet they're playing dun 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 dun, and then like he's jumping over stuff. You're like, this is great.
Mario Brothers. It is better with sound.
Did you see it with sound?
I've seen it like 3 times.
You've seen the new Mario Brothers 3 times?
Oh, the new one? The Galaxy one? I saw that once, and I was a little in and out. It's not as good as the first one.
Oh, I didn't even know there was another one.
Yeah, there's the first one, Super Mario Brothers movie, and then there's Super Mario Brothers Galaxy is the new one.
Oh, I don't even know which one we watched, but
how long ago was
it? Huh?
How long ago was it?
It was on the plane, like only a few weeks ago. So is it probably the one you watched then?
Yeah, because I think the newer one just came out on streaming like, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago. That you can to buy, not like for free.
Yeah, but sometimes on the plane, that who knows? It doesn't matter. That's the thing.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
She had a blast. She watched the thing on silent.
Was Yoshi in it?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I was not.
Yoshi's only in the second one.
I was not locked in. Okay. Donkey Kong was in it.
Yeah. That's probably the first one then. I don't know if he was in the second one.
All right.
Anyway.
Whatever. Like I said,
that's a good example. That's a perfect movie for kids.
And I have no idea. I'm sure the critics didn't love it. I can't imagine the critics thought it was as good as Soul.
Right.
The only movie that she loves that I think is also like really critically acclaimed as far as that is Ratatouille. Have you ever seen Ratatouille?
Yeah.
That's she loves that movie, and also that one gets like a lot of
Acclaim.
Yeah.
I do like that. I like that. I like that's a movie I like. And after I watch it, you know, a real like smart person might be like, "Oh, I like how they integrated this," and I'd be like, to me, it was just a fucking good movie about fucking rats, and it was, you know, like, oh, I fucking went over my head. Sorry, I didn't turn this fucking movie into a book in my head while watching it, you dork.
It's just like you're walking out of the movie theater of Ratatouille and you're like, whoo, that went over my head. I didn't know what the fuck was going on in that movie. I didn't know it was a David Mamet play. I thought we were watching a cartoon. Where was the mallet? When's someone gonna blow somebody up with some dynamite and some rocket powered roller skates? I mean, what's going on in this movie? Settle down, sir.
Sir, calm down.
Just get some more popcorn.
Get some more popcorn. Go diarrhea. It'll be fine.
The rat can talk, but you can't hear it. Other people can't hear him. I can't figure this out.
What is going on?
Just put Mario back up there.
Yeah.
All right. Great app.
Oh my god.
So you're backing me up. You're backing me up.
Definitely.
I can take that.
Definitely.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening to the Cavalry. I'm just looking at my phone to find. Okay, so I'm going to be at the Stoller Wine Bar in Newburgh, Oregon, Wednesday, June 24th. The Watermelon Crawl Food Carts in Portland, June 26th, and then the Taste of Washington in Tacoma, Washington, June 27th and June 28th.
Nice. I am jealous.
Of which gig?
That you have June gigs. I will be in at the Jefferson Fair.
You say you're jealous, but it's a lot of outside. It's a lot of. I'll just leave it at that.
Jefferson
Wine Bar. I get
it.
it's a nice wine area, and it's a nice winery. So I'm hoping for a good bottle.
There you go.
At least.
There you go.
I like wine crowds.
Yeah, they're good crowds.
That's a little underrated. Wine crowds might be better than brewery crowds, actually.
Yeah. I'll stand by that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good crowds.
That's a good level of drunk for comedy, is like wine drunk.
Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna have a bad morning the next morning.
But no liquor sales, and nobody's like crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
It's great. All right. I'm just plugging my county fair on July 10th. And then, hey, in case you're catching a stray random episode and you're in Des Moines, August 21, 22, Des Moines Funny Bone. Dayton Funny Bone, August 28, 29. Put it on your calendar.
All right. Check out those shows. Thank you, everybody, for listening to
The Cavalry.